Afternoon, Andoni.
Afternoon.
We'll start obviously with the international break, an opportunity to rest, reflect. A lot of players obviously go away. Have you been able to use this chance to just work with the squad that you've had?
Yes, international break is strange 2 weeks because people think you have 2 weeks to prepare a lot of things and you get very ready to the next game, and at the end you are working with 7, 8, 9 players some of the days, and you can more focus on the individual details with them and try to improve their game. But overall it's difficult to prepare the game because you just have 1, 2, 3 days mostly with the ones that have been with their national teams, but it's the same for Brighton, for everyone, so no complaints.
And over the international break you confirmed the signing on deadline day of Velco, young 18-year-old centre-back from Red Star Belgrade, Serbia youth international. What will he bring to the side? I guess he's one for the future, but hopefully he can just slowly integrate over the course of this season.
Yes, Velco is someone that is very, very young. He has just been 18. He will finish this season actually, and he will continue being 18, but has some kind of experience in the Serbian league, also playing with the under-21s. I think is kind of profile that we needed, because it's also someone that is physical, is tall as a centre back. We are talking that we've lost some height this season, and I've just been with him and with Alex just 2 days because they've been also with the under-21s with Spain and Serbia. But I've liked also his character, and I think he's ready to learn, and I'm happy with his signing. Yes.
You've also used the opportunity of the international break to sign some new players onto new contracts, which is great news for the football club. The fact that David Brooks, Marcus Tavernier, James Hill, and then earlier in the summer Antoine Semenyo have all committed to the club. What does that say about what they believe is happening here at Bournemouth and the desire to be a part of something special moving forward?
Very good news for them, I suppose, personally, because they took this decision, and especially for us, for the club. I think we are very happy with the 3 of them, 4 if we include Antoine. I think they all played all the games until today, so it means that they are very valuable for us, and I think it's always good, even for them. Normally you after, for sure, decisions that they have to make, and now they will be in a great spot to continue doing what they are doing.
It's great news for the club, and every time the club says new contract James Hill, new contract David Brooks, the replies from the fans, what about Andoni Iraola's new contract? You're into the last year, yeah. They want you to sign, everyone at the club wants you to sign. What's the latest there? Do you still have that ambition that you can extend your stay and achieve more with Bournemouth?
Yes, I think I've said it a lot of times. I'm very happy here. I'm working, it's the third season. We're starting the third season. But I think it's an important season for me personally also. I think it's a big challenge, the one we have ahead. I think there have been a lot of changes in the club this summer, and for me, my goal, my objective is to do it very well now with new players, new squad, and this is what I am focusing on. Then we will have time to discuss other things. But for me, as a manager, I think managers is a little bit different from players. Players, the contracts are like more valuable. No, with managers, it's like you have to perform, you have to get results, you have to be good. And my focus is right now there. We need to improve because there has been a lot of changes. We need to adapt and integrate a lot of new players, and let's see how we do this process and where we are later on the season.
I spoke to Thiago, and he was good enough to give me a lot of his time, and he said everyone in this building, from the receptionist to Bill Foley, wants Andoni to stay as long as he's happy here. We're going to do our best to keep him as long as we can. A conversation would definitely happen sooner rather than later. Are you expecting that to escalate now?
No, I watched all the interview.
Oh, was it
all
okay?
The interview? I think almost the 30 minutes I watched. So I think
I'm impressed.
It was a very good interview. I think Thiago spoke also very well, and he explained the things I cannot do it better. So about transfer, about the window, about the situation. So I can I can just say that I agree with everything he said. And I'm happy also here. I've said it a lot of times, yes.
Brilliant. It's been a great start to the season. If you were to win against Brighton, it would be Bournemouth's best ever Premier League start. How do you go about doing that?
It's a big if. We have to win against Brighton. I think it's a team that we know. Past season they beat us both games. Probably finished more happy with the second game we played there away. I think we were as good and from my side even better than Brighton in that game. But it's true that they won the game. Probably the first game here at home we were not at our level. But I think it's things that you need to improve. There are challenges. Let's see if we are able this season to do it better than past season against teams like we talked about Brentford, we talked about Brighton. I don't know. For sure we have more there. Not a lot, but maybe Liverpool, teams that we couldn't beat past season, and knowing that it's going to be challenging because they've started also very strong the season. I think probably they deserve more than the 4 points they have. I think they've been probably the best team in all the games they've played. We've had time to see a lot in the international break, the 3 games at least they played, and I think it's going to be demanding, but I also trust ourselves. I think we've started also well, and it looks like it's going to be a good game.
Interesting you say that, because actually it's been their worst start to a Premier League season for 5 years. So, based on your analysis, would you say that the results they've had don't reflect their performances and the type of team they are?
No, definitely. I think these first 3 games, I think they draw the last minute against Fulham. They were winning that game. I think even against Everton they lost, but they had the better chances in that game, and they played amazingly against City. It's always difficult to beat City. They did it at the end, but they were very good. So for sure Fabian is happy with how they started the season. The same way we are also happy, and I think for the neutrals probably looks like it's going to be a good game, but from our side we want to win it, and we want to get the points, and we want to be solid, try to minimize the good things they have. And I hope we are able, but knowing that it's going to be difficult. And
just finally for me, team news, any players you're not going to have available, anyone you're welcoming back?
We have Lewis Cook's situation, a little bit has been training with the team already. Probably not 100%, but we will make a decision probably today after training. Let's see how he feels. Adam Smith, that he has as expected, a muscle injury in the hamstring, and he will be out for more weeks. And then we are waiting for 1 or 2 situations, with the internationals, that they are coming. Nothing that has happened like injuries or nothing, but I want to see them, how they are, how they recover, how they train today afternoon, and see at what level they are for tomorrow. Yes.
Good luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andoni, good to see you. The term underrated often comes up when discussing Bournemouth, whether that's about you or your players. Is that something that you enjoy? Would you prefer to be underestimated by maybe commentators, narrators, journalists, other teams across the Premier League? Do you enjoy that?
I don't have this feeling. That we are underrated, or we have to accept also they are teams that are better than us. I've said it here a lot of times in the Premier League, and there are, I don't know, 8-9 teams that are clearly better than us, but better than the other half of the Premier League, because it's natural. But I think in a certain day, we can compete against anyone. I think we've shown this, like the same way Brighton has shown, or other teams are showing it. But I think they appreciate how we play. And I feel the respect even for when I see the other lineups, and I see sometimes you can feel if they put a more offensive, more defensive team, and I think the other teams respect us. I don't know, media-wise, so for me it's not so important.
The beauty of having such a good start to this Premier League season is that a question I know you have to field quite often is, can you beat last season's points tally? I won't ask you that, but how different is this Bournemouth team compared to last season?
I think definitely the team is different. We've changed. I think a lot of players have departed. I think I don't know exact number, but there are a lot. I think we have 8 new players. This, I think it's right. And we need, it's a kind of a rebuild, I've said it before. And we need to integrate these players as soon as possible. And it's also a challenge for me. I think it's early also to say that we've started well the season. Just 3 games, it doesn't matter. I think we have to win more games and have more points to say that we started well the season. I hope we can do it, but I think, and I suppose, these kind of changes, normally there are up and downs, and there are moments where we will probably struggle, and I hope we can stay consistent.
Your side are rapidly becoming one of the most direct teams in the Premier League. I guess the big question is, in terms of in the Premier League, is the long ball back?
They speak a lot when they play also against us about long balls. I think we are not even in the top 5 of long balls in the Premier League. I love the long balls because we attack the space, but it's not different. I like to differentiate from just a clearance and put it long because you don't want the ball to just attack the spaces with a ball from the centre backs. I love this kind of balls, and I think you need to play and threat the depth, the spacing behind, so we can play more inside. And I think with the kind of forwards we have both options. We have forwards who can attack the spaces and be dangerous there, and because we have forwards who can attack the spaces, then we can play in inside. I think you have to mix it. I don't think we are teams that always play short or teams that always play long. For me, they are not the best teams. Teams you have to try to sometimes play short, sometimes play long. If they are very protecting the depth, maybe you will have more time on the ball. If they want to press you more, you will have to attack more the depth. And I think we have to adapt according to the opposition is what we try to do. But it's true that I love if a long ball is well executed and you receive behind the defender, there is no better pass than this. Because you go against the keeper straight away. It's difficult because every team is prepared for this, but I think you have to mix it up a little bit, yes.
Well, one thing that I believe that your side are the best at in the league at the moment is winning the ball high up the pitch. What is that down to? Is that down to hunger, intensity, management?
No, I think it's not every team, but in our case, it's clear we want to recover as high as possible because it eases your attacks. It makes your attacks less predictable, less difficult, and we try to do it. We don't get it every time, and sometimes we have to attack against organized defenses and through longer attacking phases, but it's more difficult because the spaces there are smaller, everyone is ready, and I think it costs us much more to attack when everyone is behind the ball and spaces are a lot smaller, like every team, I suppose.
Finally, can I just ask you about David Brooks? He enjoys playing against Brighton as well, 4 goals and an assist against them. For you, how good is he to work with, and how much of an inspiration is he to athletes across the world?
No, I think David is an example of not also getting complacent with the situation and going through the difficult moments and getting better day by day. He has gone from different spells since I'm here. We've treated him the exact same. We haven't given him anything. He has earned everything. And I'm happy that now he's performing very well. He knows that he has also a strong competition for the minutes, but that is good for the team. I think that's good for the team, and he accepts this challenge. And now also with the new contract means that he's happy also.